A very good morning to all. Today we will do the exercise of chapter number 11. So here in page number 86 you can see research skill. An extra mile question is there. The question is, Antonio Guterres is the current Secretary General of the United Nations. Find out the names of the Secretary Generals of the UN appointed since its formation and the countries they belong to. So you have to write the answer in your notebook with proper date and chapter number. Now here in the same page you can see chapter checklist. So you have to tick the concepts which you have understood. Now let's move on to page number 87. So here the first exercise is tick the correct option. The first question is, India joined the UN on 30th October and three options are there. You have to select the correct one. First option A 1945, B 1947, C 1950. The second question, the non-permanent members of the Security Council, the options are A have a permanent term, B are elected only for 2 years, C are elected for 3 years. So you have to choose the correct option. Third question, each member of the UN in the General Assembly has, three options are there, A the right to vote according to its size, B a single vote, C 2 votes. Fourth question, the Secretariat carries out, three options are A the daily work of the UN, B passes the budget of the UN, C the work of sending peacekeeping forces to countries in conflict. So you have to choose the correct one. Now the last question, fifth one, the World Health Organization, the options are works in the field of agriculture, B works in the field of health, C works in the field of housing. Now let's check the answer. So here the first one, India joined the UN on 30th October and the correct option is A 1945. Second question, the non-permanent members of the Security Council, the correct answer is B are elected only for 2 years. Third question, each member of the UN in the General Assembly has, B is the correct one, a single vote. Fourth one, the Secretariat carries out, the correct option is A, the daily work of the UN. And the fifth one, the World Health Organization, the correct answer is B, works in the field of health. So you have to write all this exercise in your notebook. Now let's move on to the second exercise, that is write the full form. So here you can see the agency's short forms are there and you have to write its full form. The first one UNO, second ILO, third WHO, fourth UNESCO, fifth one UNICEF. Now let's see the correct answer. So the first one UNO means United Nations Organization. Second ILO, that is International Labour Organization. Third one WHO, that is World Health Organization. Fourth one UNESCO, the full form is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Fifth one UNICEF, that is United Nations Children's Fund. So you have to write these exercise in your notebook. Now the third exercise is fill in the blanks. So the first one is representatives of dash countries signed the declaration by United Nations. Second one, all 5 dash members of the Security Council have the dash power. Third one, the UN now has dash countries as its members. Fourth one, if there is any conflict anywhere in the world, the UN sends its dash forces there to bring about peace. So, you have to write the correct answers in the given space. Fifth one, the dash aim to achieve the highest possible level of health for all people. So, you have to write all these answers. Now, let us check the answer. First one, representatives of 26 countries signed the declaration by United Nations. So, 26 is the answer. Second one, all 5 permanent members of the Security Council have the veto power. So, permanent and veto power is the answer. Third one, the UN now has dash countries as its member. The answer is 193 countries as its member. Fourth one, if there is any conflict anywhere in the world, the UN sends its peacekeeping forces there to bring about peace. So, peacekeeping is the answer. Fifth one, the WHO aims to achieve the highest possible level of health for all people. So, WHO is the answer. Now, let us move on to the next exercise, that is answer the following questions. So, here the questions are, first one, why is a global organization such as the UN important? Second one, state any 2 objectives of the United Nations. Third one, where is the International Court of Justice located? What is its primary function? Fourth one, how is the Security Council different from the General Assembly? Give 2 points. Fifth one, what is the role of the UNICEF? Now, let us see the answer. So, the first question was, why is a global organization such as the UN important? The answer is, the destruction caused by the First and the Second World War made the leaders of the world realize that a global organization was needed to settle issues of the world peacefully. A global platform was also required to address common issues that are related to the people in a peaceful manner. The United Nations is a global organization which has 193 nations as its members. So, this answer you can also write it in your own words and you have to write it in your notebook. The second question is, state any 2 objectives of the United Nations, and the 2 objectives of the United Nations are, the first one, maintenance of international peace and security. Second objective, promotion of friendly relation among the member countries. Third question is, where is the International Court of Justice located? What is its primary function? The correct answer is, the International Court of Justice is situated in The Hague, the Netherlands. It is the main judicial organ of the United Nations. It has 15 judges elected for a term of 9 years. Now, its main functions are, it settles dispute between countries, give advice on international law and safeguards human rights. Now, the fourth question is, how is the Security Council different from the General Assembly? Give 2 points. The correct answer is Security Council. The Security Council is responsible for maintaining international peace and security. It comprises 15 members, out of which 5 members are permanent members. Now, the 5 permanent members are the USA, the UK, France, Russia and China. These 5 countries have the veto power, which literally means I deny. So, if any one member votes against an issue being discussed, it cannot be passed. The non-permanent members are elected by the General Assembly for a term of 2 years. So, this lengthy answers you can write it in your own language also. Next one, General Assembly. The General Assembly is the main body of the United Nations. All the member nations are represented in this assembly. Decisions regarding issues related to the objectives of the UN are taken here. These decisions are based on the votes of the member countries. Now, the fifth question is, what is the role of the UNICEF? The answer is, the UNICEF works for the rights of children, including concerns regarding their education and health. It also provides humanitarian assistance to children and mothers. Now, the next exercise, that is the fifth one, is think it over. The question is, if you were India's representative to the United Nations, which two major issues that the world faces today would you wish to address? Now, let's see the answer. The correct answer is, the UN has many agencies which work for the betterment of the world. So, you can think of issues like healthcare and education of children. So, this is the answer. Next, we will move on to the activity corner. Here, three activities are there: project, role play and value check activity. Value check activity we have already done in the first class of this chapter. And the next activity, that is role play activity. We can do this activity once the school is reopened. And the first one, project activity, this you have to read it very carefully and you have to write the answer in your notebook with proper date and chapter number. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.